our sole contention concerns the sinking ship. European economies are slowing and need new investment. Professor Sebastian Gebauer writes in 2017, in the last 3 years, the EU's economy has become stagnant with only 1.6% GDP growth. Europe's economic suffering has no end in sight. As Elliot of The Guardian in 2018 writes, economic growth in the Eurozone has slumped to levels last seen more than 4 years ago at just 0.2%. He furthers that it does not seem that growth will return to previous rates anytime soon. Fortunately, joining the Belt and Road Initiative is the best way to revive the Eurozone economy. The Council on Foreign Relations explains, in 2013, Chinese President Xi Jinping announced the launch of the Belt and Road Initiative, one of the most ambitious infrastructure projects ever conceived. It harkens back to the original Silk Road, which connected Europe to Asia centuries ago, enriching traders from the Atlantic to the Pacific. Xi's vision includes a $1 trillion investment to create a vast network of railways, energy pipelines, highways, and streamlined border crossings. The rapid influx of infrastructure investment is crucial for 2 reasons. First is weathering the storm. In fact, Europe is destined for recession. As Pritchard of The Telegraph in 2019 writes, the Eurozone industry is sliding ever deeper into recession after a fresh plunge in both new orders and exports, raising the risk of a full-blown economic slump with few safety buffers left to cushion the shock. Infrastructure investments stimulate economies and pull them out of recessions. The Center for American Progress found that during the Great Recession in America, increased investments in infrastructure saved or created 1.1 million jobs in the construction industry and 400,000 jobs in manufacturing. Upgrading roads, bridges, and other basic infrastructure not only creates jobs, but also paves the way for businesses, small, medium, and large, to benefit. Infrastructure investments lower the cost of doing business, and they put people to work, earning good, middle-class incomes, which expands the consumer base for businesses. The second reason is trade. Jonathan Hillman at the CSIS writes in 2018, providing generous subsidies and state media promotion, China has made direct rail services a major feature of its Belt and Road Initiative. Just 10 years ago, regular direct freight services from China to Europe did not exist. However, today, they connect roughly 35 Chinese cities with 34 European cities, and China-Europe rail services could double their share of trade by volume over the next decade. A shift to trade by rail will dramatically lower costs by decreasing transport time. Alicia Amagini at the University of Monte writes in 2018, China is the Europeans' main import partner, but almost all EU exports to China travel by sea, which makes transportation costs significantly higher than the world average. Switching to railway transport has great potential for saving transport time. Infrastructure construction would reduce railroad travel time from China to Europe to 21 days compared to 45 days from sea freight. The Belt and Road Initiative has the potential to become a game changer in international trade by moving large volumes of commerce from sea to land. By making trade cheaper and more efficient, the BRI will boost Sino-European trade. Sebastian Gebauer at Martin Luther University finds in 2017, with the largest consumer market in the world, the OBOR initiative could bring trade between China and Europe to the next level and result in positive economic impacts. It's estimated that European trade may increase by approximately 6% due to infrastructural enhancement taking place because of the OBOR initiative. Increases in trade will revitalize European economic growth, create jobs, and make goods cheaper. Overall, the World Bank finds in 2018, if completed, BRI transport projects would reduce travel times along economic corridors by 12%, increase trade by 2.7 to 9.7%, and increase incomes up to 3.47%. Overall, they find that with these benefits, they would lift 7.6 million people from extreme poverty and make living conditions along the corridor much better for everyone involved. Because a rising tide is going to lift all ships, please vote for the affirmative in today's round.